gotta be honest. Sometimes I wish I didn't know all I know. I used to believe in the impossible, but at some point I started to trust in only what I see. When honestly my faith is really all I need. But sometimes life is
so exciting to see so many people starting to sign on, and I hear that we are live on Facebook now, so I'll start with the first of probably 4 or 5 welcomes that'll happen over the next 10 minutes, but we're so thankful to you all for joining us. In the background, you'll hear me playing one of my favorite artists. He does amazing music. His name is PJ Morton. If you want to download it, this is like my side gig now. I'm like a DJ as well, since I'm gonna have 10 minutes of spinning my favorites. And so between spinning my favorites and saying hi to so many amazing people who are signing on, Susan Moulton and Yashika Aubert and Karen Church and so many of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint staff members. And I think I just saw Bill Piper pipe on. I want to see some faces. I'm seeing very few faces now. So I'm going to turn the music up a little, and I'm going to be peeking into your homes, quite frankly. So I'm looking forward to this hour or so together. Thank you again for joining us.
You can't see it, Isaiah, because the video isn't turned on.
You said my video isn't turned on?
It says the video isn't turned on.
Oh, so that's Karima masquerading as Isaiah. I'm actually on the other one. I feel like I can see myself, so I hope you all can see me. Is everyone seeing me?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Cheryl. Long time no see. I love your hair.
Unfortunately, mine says unable to start the video. I'm not sure why.
I'm a DJ and an event host and maybe even technical assistance. So Bill, maybe on the far left corner of your screen, there should be, the far left corner should be both a mute and a stop video sign or a start video sign.
Yeah, and the start video has a line to it, and when I click on it, it says the host unable to start the video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, so you all cannot see me?
I can see you.
I can see you.
Guys, I just saw Pat McGuire a minute ago.
But I'm not quite sure why I can't see, why it does. The host has stopped the video.
Oh, that's all too bad. I wanted to see some faces, but I'll just read your names off now.
Try refreshing.
I think it's going to be really important at some point as we continue this conversation for me to see into some of these bubbles that we have popping up over Genesee County. Karima, is there a reason why?
More money than she ever had. Oh. I let go and I let go. Let God have his way. That's when things start happening. Looking at that. I let go and I let go. I let God have his way. Couldn't seem to fall asleep. So much on my mind. I was searching for that.
Now I can't hear you. Oh.
That was practice. It was amazing though, I promise you. No, we're just excited to have you all on with us this evening. We're gonna get started in about 5 minutes. We got folks still pouring in, which is great. An opportunity to celebrate some amazing women and an amazing doctor from right here in Genesee County who's given so much of their time, talent, and treasure to making this an amazing place. Again, I'm seeing so many folks popping in and I can see faces now. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Carol, how are you? And Lynn, Leanne, who we'll hear from a little bit later. Cheryl, again, I think I already celebrated that hair. I love it. Sam, isn't it nice to not have to put on a suit jacket and blazer? You just kind of get to chill back at the house with the hoodie on and still celebrate amazing people in Genesee County doing amazing work. I mean, we might have to lean into this as a practice. Sabita, how are you? Deandra? I don't see family running in the background. You got rid of them, Deandra? Oh, there they come. Hey, there we go. Oh my God. It's like she's got a COVID foot. Hey, Layla, how are you? See Mark Piper in, and this is great. It's almost like I'm getting to see folks that I haven't seen in like almost 6-7 months. This is great. And I haven't even scrolled through. I'm just like, hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Everybody wave at Kathy. I miss Kathy so much, even though I saw her recently. Hey, Kathy. I feel like everybody knows Kathy. They should.
Hey, Kathy, I still have pictures of you.
Yeah, Sam, I don't think we want to bring up that picture.
I'm Peter instead of Cheryl.
What was that?
It's Cheryl's machine, but it's me that's on it, Peter.
Oh, hey, Peter, how are you?
I'm well.
Hey, Dr. Tomes, long time no see. Good to see you.
Oh, nice to see you. Oh, Wanda, hey, how?
I did. I saw them started it. Is your mic on? Yeah. It is on.
We're giving it just a moment. We've still got folks signing in, and Alex is letting me know when the pace of folks signing in slows down, and we're going to jump right into our program. But I'd imagine maybe 3 or 4 more minutes, and we're going to get started. There's activity happening in the bubbles that are along Saginaw Street. So we got some folks right up the street here, and then we got some folks in an amazing West Genesee County celebrating Sandra Murphy. I'm getting some feedback off of someone, but right away, Alex took care of it. So there we go. Hey, Damon, how are you? It's kind of crazy. I'm saying hi and excited to see everyone, including CFGF staff, who I've seen via Zoom, but I haven't seen many of them since early March, late February. So this is a big reunion here. We've got, looks like about 70 people participating right now, and then there are a few people doubling down in the bubbles. And so pretty exciting to be here. Hey, Karen, I see your picture here. I can't see your face, but it's nice to see Karen Church on. And Greg Viner, I think I saw him earlier as I was scrolling through. Brett and Christina. Hey, Christina, how are you? I'm way too excited right now to see all of these faces. Jayshree, how are you? Brian, who helped us make sure that this amazing backdrop and a whole bunch of other stuff that you've received along the way is in place. Thanks, Brian, for all of your help. Hope the night goes well because you contributed tons to it, and we are just thankful to you for that. Yashika, I don't know if you heard me say hello to you earlier. How are you? Burton, I see you driving somewhere, heading out. Burton's always on the move.
Hi, yeah, great. picks for this year's award. This is Kamal Gupta. Congratulations.
Kamal Gupta, how are you? It's been so long. I tell you, this whole COVID social distancing thing is making me miss people, and maybe this is the teaser that we need to offer to the. This is just I'm loving seeing so many faces. I see Neetha's iPhone, but I don't see Neetha's face. But I think I saw Bobby earlier, so maybe they're in different places.
Yeah, we're in different rooms.
And Carrie Germain, we were able to celebrate Carrie, and now she's here to help us celebrate others. And so thank you so much for joining us today. Alex, did we get Dr. Cantwil's family taken care of? They were having some problems getting back in.
We're all set. We can see.
Oh, you are in. That is great. And then Alex also said that we still got a consistent flow of folks chiming in. So I'm just going to continue with the welcomes because I'm seeing so many new faces just keep popping up. Hey, Linda, how are you? I see Linda Belford just signed on. Linda's had a long day of working, and then she joins us in the evenings to hang out. Thank you so much.
Isaiah, I'm on I-96 stuck in traffic, so I'm going to mute myself so I don't disturb you guys too much.
All right, we also want you to drive and be safe. Drive and be safe.
Will do. Congratulations. I talked to Rita. I'm so proud of her and Dr. Clement. Congratulations to both of them. I'm going to shut myself off now and look at the road.
All right.
Isaiah, we've got a few people that are having issues with their video being disabled. I'm assuming Alex is probably working.
Yeah, Alex is working on those, and that's part of the reason why we're stalling a bit. We're tapping into our creativity, and we're learning along the way because, man, after 6-7 months of this, you think we have Zoom perfected, and the reality is, man, so much to learn. But it's so great to see so many faces. I mean, again, super excited. Mrs. McGee, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. So very nice to see you.
I have to leave at 6:30 for another event.
Well,
so I'd like to say congratulations to the 3 awardees.
Yes, thank you so much. If we go along with the schedule, you will not be far off. I'm not going to be long-winded, and Mary Jo, our Director of Communications, has been great about scripting me. That way I'm not too far off key. So we should be able to flow pretty nicely once we get started, right about 6, I'm gonna say 6:10, and it is 6:10. So, Alex, is our flow great that I can kind of maybe get started?
Yes.
I'm gonna take
get
started. One, thank you all for joining us. I want to remind you that we are live on Facebook. So this is a live Facebook event with plans to maybe be able to replay it for folks who haven't been able to join us. She made a decision to make me big in the face, so I can't see you all anymore. But that said, the program length is supposed to be about 45 minutes, and we're about 10 minutes into that. Part of it was me playing both President and CEO of the Community Foundation and greeter and DJ, because I got music playing in the background, and an opportunity to welcome so many of you that I've just missed seeing your faces. And so, again, thank you for being here. This moment that we have to really take a pause and celebrate some amazing humanitarians who've offered their time, their talent, and their treasure to making Genesee County a better place. All of these folks are Genesee County residents. All of these people have given of themselves in considerable ways over and throughout their careers. And we're just excited that we have the opportunity to celebrate them. We like to acknowledge, when we say time, talent, and treasure, we like to acknowledge our donors, our grantees, and our volunteers. The Community Foundation has over 448 volunteers who help us to make grants and do investment advice and advise us on the governance of the organization. And so we're thankful because people not only give us financial resources, but they give us the trifecta, the time, the talent, and the treasure that makes our community a better place. I would like to take a moment to introduce our honorees and invite them to wave back to you all. Our honorees are one, Mrs. Sandra Murphy. Sandra, if you can wave at everyone. Is Sandra waving? Because I can't really see it.
No.
I hope she is. We have Mrs. Reta Stanley. So Sandra is joining us from Flushing, Michigan. Reta Stanley is joining us from the Ma Warsh Gallery right here on Saginaw Street in downtown Michigan, downtown Flint. Reta, if you and your team can wave at us, please. And the last person, last but certainly not least, we have to invite Dr. Cantwil, the Alfred Award awardee, to join us. He is joining us from the Cork on Saginaw Street, just up the road here. Dr. Cantwil, if you can wave to everyone and just show us your hand, please. That said, I'll just take a moment, one, to thank we have allotted 26 trustees. I think we have 24 trustees serving right now at the Community Foundation of Greater Flint. And we could not do the work that we're doing without the support of those amazing trustees guiding our work, making sure that we're directionally accurate. This evening on the call, we have our board chair, Leanne Pandurin, and I'd like to turn the table over to her, turn the camera over to her to offer a welcome. Leanne, please.
Thank you, Isaiah. Yes, on behalf of the entire board, I want to welcome everyone into my home here for a quick second. But truthfully, we are so thankful that we're able to still have these events. While we would rather be standing there with a glass of wine in hand, toasting you in person and getting to celebrate you and your families in our normal space, we're so glad that in these crazy times, we still get to somehow get together and celebrate. So that is great. So again, on behalf of the board, I want to congratulate all of tonight's winners and thank you for everything that you've done in our community. And I also just wanted to take a quick second to thank all of our CFGF staff. Pulling things like this together are just one great example of how they have continued to do all of the great work that the foundation does during this pandemic, as well as pivoting. And Isaiah's, I'm sure, going to cover a couple of the different areas and different funds that have come about in task forces because of the pandemic that were not on our radar when we were doing our strategic plan last fall. I will tell you that. We really tried to focus on the direction we were going to go. And we had a little sidebar of things can always pop up and boom, hold my beer. Here we are. We've got a pandemic 3 months later. So the staff has just done an amazing job of addressing that, embracing the change, and still just doing all the great work that we do at the foundation. So our board supports them, and in front of all of you, I wanted to thank them as well. So with that, Isaiah, trying to be super brief, I will turn it right back over to you.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much. One, I think events like this where we can keep with the long-standing tradition of the Community Foundation of celebrating those folks who give so much of themselves to make this a better community, while also engaging in some amazing work over the last 7 months. I have to thank the staff as well. We've raised over $2 million with more needed, quite frankly, but we've raised over $2 million to meet the emerging needs of folks who have been impacted the most by this crisis with our Greater Flint Urgent Relief Fund. We started a 27-member task force focusing and centering on the racial inequities that the pandemic has brought about and the ways by which we as a multi-sector group can really address those issues. We've organized and galvanized people to live into their commitment to making Genesee County an amazing place. And it's not without the staff's support and the work that they're doing on the ground that we can do this. So again, I lean and double down on your thanks to the staff for the work that they're doing to lead this work. And I will tell you right now what we're going to do is we're going to jump and move from bubble to bubble and make these awards. We do have, again, amazing staff that are centered in these spaces to bring forward our awardees, offer them the awards, and offer them opportunities to speak. I will follow the script and say that this Libby Award is amazing, right? Tonight, we are gathered in this virtual space to recognize two fabulous women who exemplify the art of philanthropy and the values of Libby Maynard, for whom this award is named. 2020 marks the 20th anniversary of the Libby Award. The year was 2000 when members of the Flint Women and Girls Fund Advisory Committee were looking for a way to spark interest in the fund. Kay Kelly, and a member then, commented that we have an Emmy, a Tony, and an Oscar. We needed a Libby, and the Libby Award was born. The Libby Award recognizes the lifelong accomplishments of women who have followed in the footsteps of Libby Maynard, serving as examples for other women and girls, showing us not only by their words, but by their actions, how to be best, how to give more. Lydia is not able to join us tonight, but sends our warmest regards to both Rita and Sandra. We look forward to furthering Libby's legacy in the near future. For now, let's join Rita's social bubble now at the My Worst Gallery in downtown Flint, where she is joined by a close group of friends in her life. Hi, Rita.
Hello.
It's so great to have you. Do you have folks in the background? I thought.
I do.
Can you see us?
I cannot.
Okay. Oh, this is awesome.
What happened?
Here they are.
Oh, okay. Here they come. You can see them?
This is what we're describing as a great group of women, a close group of women in Rita's life. I'm going to start by reading a bit about Mrs. Reta Stanley, a great leader, a servant leader, a leader who is so greatly admired by her staff at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Flint that they nominated her for the 2020 Libby Award. That's our great Reta Stanley. Thank you, Lisa Humphrey and the staff, for allowing us the privilege to honor Rita. Rita has dedicated herself to creating a better community, especially for women and girls. An inspiration to many decades, and for many decades, Rita gained a significant platform as the First Lady of Flint from 1991 through 2002, when her husband Woodrow served as mayor. For the past 14 years, Rita has devoted her time, talent, and treasure as president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Flint and Genesee County. Her service extends to several other community boards, including Girl Scouts, the Salvation Army, Flint Public Library, and the Woodrow Stanley Youth Foundation. Rita was also a founding member of the Boys and Girls Club of Flint. Her service and leadership with the Flint Area Links Incorporated involves countless philanthropic and services activities that have proven to be a source of inspiration for women and girls. Under Rita's leadership as president of the Links, the organization partnered with the International Center of Greater Flint to organize an annual celebration of women from diverse backgrounds. In addition, the Links established the Flint Kids Matter Fund through the Community Foundation, raising over $127,000 and granting over $62,000 to support water crisis recovery efforts. Rita wears many hats: wife, mother, sister, daughter, grandmother, and CEO. In all those roles, she exhibits the behaviors that she wants from those she is leading. She mentors girls at Doe Ryder Elementary Schools. She devotes time to the Women's Missionary Society of Vernon Chapel AME Church. She is a role model to the children, staff, and adult volunteers serving as bigs. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, we are pleased to present Reta Stanley with the 2020 Libby Award. Please give her a hand. Rita, we'd love to hear from you now and what the Libby Award means to you.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. It is my honor to have been selected to share this award with Sandra Murphy, a champion for women and girls in our community. And thank you, Lisa. Lisa submitted the nomination, I understand, during the most challenging time in our history. And I'm grateful that she's nominated me for this award. I am surrounded by those who this award would definitely not be possible without their love and their unwavering support. My husband and my daughters and my sister are here, and I think my other sister from Illinois, you saw her on the screen. But we share the great pleasure of giving unselfishly to this community. We are proud Flintstones. This virtual platform is very amazing. And my granddaughter at Ball State University is also with me this special moment in my life. And a special thank you to my Link sisters. As we speak, there is a Zoom meeting with our Nesby Junior girls, and our president of the Links is here, Shirley Johnson, and all of my Link sisters, my big brothers, big sisters family, Lisa and Rhoda Williams, who is a longtime member of our board, and the hundreds of volunteers, all extensions of my life. I am grateful to walk with you, defending potential and transforming our communities, fulfilling our purpose. This award comes at a time where the importance of extending ourselves to one another is heightened. My shameless plug, school started a few weeks ago, and our kids are in a place of insecurity. They could benefit from a mentor to help them navigate through this very tough time. Visit bbbsflint.org. I want to thank the Mott Warsh Gallery, Stephanie, James, and Marianne Mott. Yes, as well as the Community Foundation, Isaiah Oliver, for his leadership and continually monitoring the pulse of our community, for stepping up, especially during crisis, to improve the trajectory of those who need us the most. The Libby Award is named in honor of a philanthropist, an advocate for justice and equity, and a dear family friend. Libby, I have through the years been inspired by your involvement in the Urban League, the League of Women Voters, and the role you have played to protect our human rights, seeking equity for women and empowerment of girls. You are a great role model. Thank you, Libby. And last but not least, I thank the selection committee for this prestigious award. God bless you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so, oh my. There's so many amazing kind of thoughtful notes in the chat. I hope at some point we could be able to download this and send it to you so you can read it. So many folks saying congratulations to you on this honor. And I will tell you, one of our shared friends, Burton and Brandy Brown, did give a $500 gift to the Big Brothers, Big Sisters Endowment Fund at the Community Foundation in your honor. So thank you, Burton and Brandy. Now let's join Sandra's social bubble from her home in Flushing, where she is joined by her daughter, Claudia Bryant, and Sally Kager, a member of the Flint Women and Girls Advisory Committee who nominated her for this award. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for allowing us the privilege to honor your mother and friend. I see Sally, how are you? I can't see, oh, there you go, Claudia. You're on the side there. Hey, Claudia, how are you?
Hi.
Sandra, thanks for allowing us to peek into your home and celebrate you collectively. I'm gonna jump right into my notes that Mary Jo has prepared around Sandra. I'm gonna try not to go off script, but I probably could, because if you know Sandra, you know there's a story. I'm not gonna go down that line, but there's always a story.
Really
Sandra,
like,
a nonprofit leader.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, that's for my daughter. That's what I wondered.
I think we're still in Rita's bubble a little bit.
Somewhere.
The celebration continues in Rita's bubble, but we're transitioning to this bubble in West Genesee County and Flushing. So Sandra Murphy again, can you all hear me? Okay, perfect. Sandra Murphy, a nonprofit leader for 42 years, a woman who throughout her career has cultivated an equitable platform for philanthropic giving and grant making in relation to race, women and girls, and religion. Sandra Murphy's influence has spanned from agencies like Starfish Family Services in Western Wayne County, Michigan's Children in Lansing, and right here at the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, where she recently graduated as Director of Development. In both her career and personal life, Sandra has blended her passion for women and girls into action. Sandra's uncanny ability to create relationships and build trust with donors has created true impact in our community. She empowered a trans woman to apply for a grant for Girls Rock, knowing it would be controversial. She encouraged Girls Run, a statewide organization, to apply for funding. She encouraged support for Girl Scouts in the school setting, funding fees and activities so the less among us could participate. For 14 years, Sandra built endowments for the Flint Women and Girls Fund. This development work increased the fund's grant-making capacity to fund more projects focused on women and girls. She also co-founded the Pride Fund that supports the LGBTQ+ community, built endowments for 5 community funds, and worked with donor advisors and Legacy Society members to leave lasting gifts, many that benefit women and girls. Sandra cultivates beauty in her work and personal life. As a single parent, she raised Claudia in the Unitarian Universalist Church, became a vegetarian early in life, and has always pursued exercise for stress relief. At Christmas, Sandra and Claudia adopt a family at the shelter of Flint. They have encouraged others to do the same. We always count on Sandra to model the importance of voting, arriving at the office with her I voted sticker, and keeping us informed on issues, especially those relating to women and girls. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, we are pleased to present Sandra Murphy with the 2020 Libby Award. Sandra, we love to hear from you now on what the Libby Award means to you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Isaiah. And I have a box of Kleenex ready. As you all know, I'm going to do an ugly cry throughout this whole thing. But I have to hand it to Reta. In the true form of a CEO, she did not miss the opportunity to ask for people to volunteer. So way to go, Reta. I won't. I'm very honored. I was shocked and surprised when the call came from Isaiah to tell me I was going to be the recipient of this year's award. It means a great deal to me. So, as you noted, I worked in Detroit, I've worked in Lansing, and ended my career professionally in Genesee County. But there's no way I could have done what I've done without the many, many people who supported my work, supported me as a parent, and also, when necessary, kind of pushed me a bit about doing the right thing. So some of them are on the call. I need to honor them by saying their names and acknowledging what it is that they've done for me. So, God, this is terrible. I mean, I don't know if we do this again live next year, I'm going to be the same way. So it just is what it is, folks. Bear with me. In Wayne County in Detroit, Weta Cash, Doris Fell, Amy Batchelder, Colleen McInerney, Mary Mueller, Lisa Fry, my Unitarian Universalist minister, Reverend Lisa Presley, were all there for me. In Lansing, it was Ann Smiley, Ann Halleck, Kate McNinley, Representative Lynn Martinez, Joan Nelson, amazing women. And then I come to what was the whipped cream on the Sunday for me, the job at the Community Foundation. And so many women influenced me and supported me. I want to do a big shout out to anyone who was a past member of the Flint Women and Girls Fund Advisory Committee. Current members, you all rock, you're all leaders in your own right. I so admire you and thank you for what you gave to me. I want to thank Kathy Horton and Anne Marie Van Dyne because their willingness to let me go and be creative is what brought me great joy. Penny Crutch, Kathy's mom, an excellent model for me, but there was also Harriet Kenworthy Edith Prudy Spencer, Dolores Ennis, Sabitha Tamala, Jay Comaretti, all of these women led by example, became my friends, and let me help them do their philanthropic work. So I want to say, and I see Susan Moulton, I just want to say that all of the women who have received this award are amazing. I am thrilled and honored to be in this club. Rita, I look forward to being able to be by your side soon in some way. And I do want to thank Libby. When I first came to Genesee County, I barely knew who she was. One of the first events we had at Judy Piper's house was when I met her, and she just bowled me over. And she continues to do that even to this day. Her leadership, her advocacy, her intellect, her ethical behavior, by far has been exemplary. And I am grateful to be able to be in a group with her. So thank you very much. I'm honored. I'm having a grand time in my little social bubble. And we are obviously not 6 feet apart, but you know, my kid's wearing a mask. So, so thank you very much.
So much, Sandra. While you give so much credit to so many, you've done so much to keep many of us in line. So thank you for your contributions. The Clement A. Alfred Humanitarian Award.
I knew that was going to be rough.
Oh, you did great.
Mute me.
All right, Flint was in his heyday when Clement Alfred came to town to practice dentistry. Dr. Alfred lived his life under the radar, seeking no recognition for his humanitarian work and community. In 1991, his family established the Clement A. Alfred Humanitarian Award on the occasion of Dr. Alfred's 90th birthday. The award is designed to search out those individuals who exhibit the same characteristics and choose to live quietly doing wonderful things for the community, just because it's the right thing to do. Let's join Dr. Cantwil's social bubble at the Cork on Saginaw, where he is joined by his family and staff members. It looks like you all are still looking at me, but in a minute, we're gonna see Dr. Cantwil and his family and staff members. All right, there we go. We extend a virtual welcome to the members of Dr. Alfred's family, and we are grateful to the Alfred Award Committee for making another fine selection in 2020. Hello, Dr. James Cantwil.
Congratulations.
So very nice to see you. Dr. James Cantwil has received many accolades in his lifetime for his scholastic and leadership achievements. And like all Alfred Award recipients, he is humbled by tonight's award. Our community is fortunate to have this kid from Warren, Michigan, relocate here to practice dentistry. In 1989, he established his own private practice in Flint Township and also began teaching in the dental school clinic at the University of Detroit Dental School. Dr. Cantwil continued to build his practice and in 1997 moved his practice to his current location on Pearson Road in Flushing. He continues to be a mentor to dental students and recent graduates. Dr. Cantwil has served as a board member of the Michigan Dental Association, serving on numerous committees. He also served as president of the Genesee District Dental Society for 2 years. Dr. Cantwil's service to the community includes conducting health education in the Flushing area community schools, participating in smile clinics and cleft palate work, and sponsoring a Veterans Appreciation and Recognition Dinner at the Flushing Middle School. Aside from his work, Dr. Cantwil has a passion for music and enjoys playing the piano. Faith is an important part of his life, and he serves as a lector at St. John Vianney Church in Flint. In keeping with his faith, Dr. Cantwil joined a group of volunteers to the French Creole, going to the French Creole mountain village of Dalat, Haiti, where he provided desperately needed charitable dental care to hundreds of Haitians. Dr. Cantwil is a great humanitarian, husband to Eliza, his high school sweetheart, father to 3 daughters, coach, band booster, and community volunteer. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, we are pleased to present Dr. James Cantwil with the 2020 Clement A. Alfred Humanitarian Award. Please give him a hand. Dr. Cantwil, we'd love to hear from you now on what receiving the Alfred Award means to you.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be the recipient of the Clement Alfred Humanitarian Award. I'm humbled to receive it due to the help and support of so many. Philanthropy is not an individual pursuit, it's an inspirational pursuit. To me, the desire to help others comes from being inspired by my faith and the ability to envision a better future. To be successful in philanthropic efforts, one must also be able to inspire others, help them see the possibilities, and most importantly, help them to realize that their significance always supersedes the limits of their abilities. I believe that I received this award for the team. My team includes my educators, my mentors, my employees, my colleagues, my family, and my God. All that I've achieved has involved this team, and I want to thank all of them for their guidance and support. I hope I have made you proud, as you have all made me feel loved and significant. While I have treated patients in the mountains of Haiti, my wife, Elisa, holds down the fort at home, allowing me to be there. While at the same time, she does her own volunteer work on the Flushing School Board, FIM, and countless other charitable volunteer activities. When I provide charitable care to my patients in my community, my employees help me to multiply my efforts by assisting me. When my office held a memorable dinner event for veterans, my family and employees were there to help make arrangements and serve them. When I'm feeling inadequate, my children, Elizabeth, Olivia, and Rosalind, make me feel proud. By becoming the people I hope they would grow to be. When I have taken on the many leadership roles in my profession, my mentors help to guide me. When I'm at a loss of what to do next, my God brings people into my life that influence my direction. As you can see, my desire to mentor, serve, and help the lives of others is merely a return of the blessings that I experience every day. And none of it could have been done alone. So I receive this award with much humility and with the hope that it inspires others to experience the satisfaction and fulfillment of service. What I'm about to say is not because I'm seeking any pity. What I'm about to share with you is only to convey what I consider to be the most important type of philanthropy that we can offer our community. As I was growing up, I was well fed, had a comfortable home, things I needed, and had some fun vacations. But what I never had growing up was a father telling me that he was proud of me. I performed well in school, obtained my doctorate degree, worked hard and paid for my college with the help of my wife. Never was I involved with illegal activities, and I always was respectful of other people. Yet, even with all of this, I never heard the words, "I am proud of you." Nor did I feel that my father was pleased with my achievements. This left a hole in my soul. But with time, and through the help of my family and other people like my mother and father-in-law, I realized that a hole could be filled by being the person that God wanted me to be, and by making sure that I would always do my best to be supportive and to convey my pride in my children and in others as they achieve their goals and make improvements. The words "I'm proud of you" conveys so much positive feeling and acceptance. I say it often to my children, my young patients, my friends, acquaintances, and to the people that serve our community and our country. So if you leave here today only remembering one thing that I've said, please remember the great power of inspiration you have by encouraging others by using these 5 simple words. I am proud of you. In doing so, you are directly building the character of your community. You are filling holes in the souls of others that you may not even know are there. You are creating a future of givers to society and perhaps the future recipient of the Clem Alfred Humanitarian Award. Thank you for allowing me to share with you.
Congratulations and thank you so much for your words, Dr. Cantwil. At this time, I'd just like to say thank you and congratulations to each and every one of our awardees, Reta Stanley, Sandra Murphy, and Dr. James Cantwil. If you all could give them another hand. We are not only happy that we have this opportunity to celebrate your humanitarian and philanthropic efforts, but your humility that you've displayed in your words tonight. On behalf of the Community Foundation of Greater Flint and our Board of Trustees, I'd like to tell you all that we are proud of you. I was told to mention that this event can be replayed and the kind words that you've heard from Sandra and Rita and Dr. Cantwil can be reshown because we are recording this and we can reshare it on Facebook. You can go to the CFGF Facebook page to reshare everything that you've seen tonight. I was also told to remind you that there are opportunities for you to continue to support the great work happening at the Community Foundation of Greater Flint through the Flint Women and Girls Fund and a donation to support the Clement A. Alfred Fund. That said, I'd like to offer to you all that COVID will not win. We will have an opportunity once we are beyond this moment of celebrating in bubbles to again celebrate the humanitarian and philanthropic efforts of the 3 awardees tonight in person. We are hopeful that we can do this sometimes next spring, but they deserve the opportunity to be celebrated and showered with love in the ways that we can do this as human beings, where we love to be, there's power in proximity. We love to show them that. So while we are celebrating here tonight, and it's a real celebration of how proud we are of them, we look forward to celebrating in person when our pandemic allows. That said, I would like to conclude by saying we are so thankful to each one of you all for joining us here and showering them with support and love for all of the work that they've done throughout their careers. And we look forward to seeing you all as we continue to make Flint Genesee County an amazing place to live in, to work in, to contribute to, and to love in. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Thank you for